Everybody, welcome back. It's boy Lmacncheese, and tonight, we have the new update for Towerborne Early Access Update 2 in level 5. And I believe it came out today. It is the 12th, by the way. While recording me making this video, so let's get into this. Make sure there's a lot of humans and patch notes. So let us see. Greetings Aces. Just over 2 months ago on Towerborne entered Steam Early Access with 40 plus hours of core gameplay, collection of classes to conquer, gobs of gear. I thought it said jobs of gear. Gobs of gear to grind for, and the bands of baddies blundering between biomes, begging to be beaten down. Today we're thrilled to roll out our biggest gameplay update during the access, raising the stakes with a heightened challenge updated level 5, which brings dozens upon dozens more hours of gameplay that can stack up fast, depending on where you're at in the journey. And let's be real, it's how much loot you've stashed. I got a good amount. Speaking of our loot, more mastery means better gear. We introduced the first batch of legendary items for players to discover alongside an expanding world of over 100 new map tiles going to be explored. That's some legendary items. Now, was that this is like a new tier, or maybe they're doing like most like games do? We can equip like a legendary item or items or something like that, like Division or Destiny, stuff like that. Hopefully it's we'll see. Hopefully talk about it. We cherish the connection that we share with our players, and inviting all of you founders to join us on this journey is how we keep building towards the future we talked about when we start early access. Of course, don't forget that we absolutely love to show our appreciation to all of you as we continue dueling out sweet founder bonus gear. Because who doesn't love fighting and frolicking or flashing fresh founder gear? Nobody in that too. I don't want. That's another question. Is like, I wonder if are we always going to get founder items? Are we always like, are they going to keep doing that until like, the game stops? Like, are we always going to be taken care of because we're founders, or is that stop at some point? I do wonder. We are only a couple months into early access, and we've been that hard at work updating the game, and you can expect that in the weeks and months to come. Continue this trend, releasing new updates, sharing more information about what we're working on, and continuing to listen to your feedback. For now, know that Towerborne will keep evolving with said feedback. From our founders, forging the way forward, we're beyond grateful to be on this journey with you, and can't wait to hear what you think about Danger Level 5 and then comes with it. I think I just hit Danger Level 4 like last week, and I'm barely getting purple gear. So if you're talking about legendary gear, I'm still on purple gear. So we're gonna see. Here's what's new in this update. So if y'all want your your little TLDR thing going on, this is it right here. So new Group Finder V1. We've heard your feedback on the walls of matchmaking and reduced an early version of Group Finder. It is not fully functioning yet, but we want to get something in our hands ASAP. We can build on over the coming months. Matchmaking doesn't work at all. Like even when the game was like I think this is before, even when the game first came out and the players were everywhere, not a single matchmaking thing worked. So before the Group Finder, I mean, it's cool to have Group Finder, awesome idea, but matchmaking in the first place needs to work in order for to like to fix those woes of matchmaking. So new Danger Level 5, our first big content drop, expanding the map, raising the level cap to 50. What's the previous one? Was it 30? Or was it 30? I don't know. Introducing tougher enemies to challenge season aces. New boss fight, the Triumvirate awaits. You thought that I'm fucking off with these names. Pangoria and Dixel were a threat. Wait till you see what's coming for you in the heart of numbers. New ventures. Embark on 4 additional adventure packed with formidable foes and exclusive rewards. New legendary weapons and gear. Discover legendary items, all unique perks, and custom power and depth to your loadout. Okay, I hope they're like niche kind of things. Like some things work better on other classes than other ones, and kind of like solidified play styles and stuff like that, instead of just being like general things that kind of are like bland and boring. I hope it's not like that. But a new Umbra companions will need abilities to aid and amplify your adventures. I only found like one Umbra so far. I still gotta do more adventuring. So we also have a trailer here. Let us watch this little trailer here. Well, this is the same trailer we watched in the other video. feel like this new gear is pretty cool. I think this was like the new battle passes in the back, I believe, and then there's like just some new gear up here that you can see. I believe. I'm not sure. We'll probably get into that. The big picture. Here's a summary of the most exciting pieces of this big update. For more details, check out the section that follows. Group Finder. The first iteration of Group Finder is here to help connect aces for multiple missions and varied gameplay experiences. Group leaders can advertise their groups, and players can find and unlock each own groups that match their preferences. Please note that this is an early access or early release of the Group Finder and is not considered feature complete. How does it work? In this first iteration of the Group Finder, we are still attempting to automatically match players together. We've dramatically reduced the total number of pools to find people. So I'm glad to talk about this because I don't know how it works or what's not working. But it's essentially just sets it out for you. Like, it's not really, you know, it's not really working. Even if you reduce pools to make things easier to match, it's still not working. So I'm not sure what that data even is. But, you know, hopefully it'll be better. Now, instead of waiting for more players to join in a specific tile, you can form a group on Belfry and head out all the way plays you wish. Is that how it's supposed to work? Supposed to be on the same tile? Or that's why I never works. I'm never on the same. I don't know. There's still no way on the first day. Other people playing, there's no way I get with somebody. But location danger level options help streamline initial connections. Locations include any or adventure farming, while danger levels are split into any 1 to 3 and 4 to 5 to help aces connect faster with compatible groups. If a group is set to any, it will only match with other players or groups set to any. If a player is searching with any, they can match with any available group. Players will need to remain on the Belfry while using Group Finder. Group leaders can cancel the search at any time and start an adventure with a complete group if they choose. Okay. So help, because I know Destiny just got their like big, not just, but they had it for a little bit now. Their little Group Finder, which is nice. Every game should have a Group Finder, to be honest, or some form of it. How is Group Finder improving matchmaking? This is just a start. We need to get this feature in your hands as quickly as possible. From here, we will be adding more options, including the ability to see a list of groups and select the one you would like to join. Plus, to significantly increase the support of this feature over the coming months. As we expand, we plan to add options like switching between the map and Belfry using Group Finder and seeing a list of groups currently searching for aces. Can you help us? Oh, how cheeky. Let us know what you're using Group Finder in the comments here on Steam or on Discord. I will put the link in the description for y'all. Our feedback will help us determine what additional tagging group need going forward. The little picture for the thing right here. Nice. No usual stuff like that. I still do hope they're actually working just on matchmaking in general. See if I just want to just hop into a match and whoever happened to be doing that match, or say if they add like some kind of I think it's all about something you can just like join any mission or something like that. If people want to help other people doing any mission, they hop right in and then just pop on something over there, whoever is matching at something like that. You know, if I get my words together, that'd be cool too, to have both these systems in place, because as much as I'm a solo player, I still want to try out how it is by call, because beat 'em up's always fun with other players. So danger level 5. The new danger license trial unlocks danger level 5, which includes raising level cap to 50 for more chilling experience. 4 new legendary weapons, 1 for each class. Each weapon features unique perks that add powerful options to your combat style. 12 new legendary gear items. Players can equip up to 2 Players can equip up to 2 legendary gear items and 1 legendary weapon at the same time. Legendary items will be shown up only at DL level 5. So 2 legendary gear items and 1 legendary weapon at the same time. So is that 3, or of the 2 legendary item gears or gear items in 1? Okay, all right. So I do hope this is pretty much like the route most games go in these days, like Destiny, Division, when they're doing stuff like that, is you get 2 armors. I know, I think for Division it was like 1 weapon and 1 armor, but in Destiny that's either, yeah, pretty much. But this is actually different because this is 2 legendary items, legendary weapons, so they're kind of changing the status quo a little bit. A new chapter unfolds with the Mistweavers bringing a fierce new battle deep within the heart of numbers. They're facing some serious new boss challenge by Clay Adventures in DL3, 4, and 5. Okay. This is some of the new gear here. It looks pretty cool. I like this sword and shield. I hope these new weapons come with new what are they called? New abilities, because most weapons have like the 2 same ones all the time, and some are way better than other ones. So hopefully. New ventures and expanding world map. Explore more of Towerborne with expanded world map that includes new discovery missions, New ventures, new loot, new foes, new Umbra commands inclusive to Danger Level 5. Oh, so it'd be Danger Level 5 needs to get this stuff? Four new ventures await. Numbers, Ironworks, Mistweavers have taken over this industrial zone. Silver Gold Gates, beasts can now control the district, preventing access. Garrison and Mercs occupy this fort. Are they working with the Mistweavers? Heart of Numbers, the site of the City of Numbers explosions. City of Numbers explosions. The site of the City of Numbers. I said it right. The site of the City of Numbers explosion. Say that one more time. The site of the City of Numbers explosion. Now hosting an Ultimate Server Challenge. Cool. Great. Awesome. Moving on. New Umbra. The two new missions introduce fresh challenges and unique Umbra allies who have joined us after emerging from the mysterious depth of the ebb. The wise and calculating Picus has spent years navigating the veil between the shore and the ebb. Vitalik is known to be a skilled navigator adept at guiding access through hazardous terrain. Or team up with Grimmel, steadfast and studious. Grimmel delights in lighting up dark areas and helping people look for missing items. They enjoy the smell of parchment to the point that some may find the pages of new books to be irresistibly tasty.
Lead combat designer of Towerborne. Today, I'd like to talk to you about two new Umbra we just released in early.
I don't know if we watched this already, but we'll watch it again.
Fate 2, Picus and Grimmel. Let's start
Grimmel,
with Picus. This Umbra's ability is called Scorched Earth.
So
when
cute.
activated, Picus emits a large shockwave that burns all enemies in its path. By default, this ability starts with 2 charges and has a burn that lasts 6 seconds. Each charge has a 45-second.
So they go for Power Class.
One quick tip, the initial eruption also has a hitbox. So although this is really good for long-range combat in general, you'll get a better outcome if you hit enemies when they're nearby. The next Umbra is Grimmel. This Umbra's ability is called Beckoning Pyres. When activated, Grimmel allows you to fire a projectile that travels along the ground. On impact, it knocks enemies into the air, it stuns them, and it brings them closer to you.
For combos.
By default, this Umbra starts with 3 charges and has a cooldown of 15 seconds. Grimmel is a really interesting Umbra that allows you to maximize your combos in super fun ways. If you're someone who likes to style on your enemies, this is the ability for you. So you should give it a try.
Sure. Okay.
And that about covers it this time around. Do you have a favorite Umbra? Let us know. And as always, thanks for watching.
One thing I find kind of weird is like it travels like at the point you cast instead of like having, and then it kind of hits enemy, doesn't have like this like tremor line like other abilities do, or just like travel along the ground. But maybe that's for like different reasons. So balancing and quality of life enhancements. Our Danger Level 5 update brings 2 balanced adjustments that refine our core gameplay as new content arrives. Something introduces improvements to gear, armor companions, and enemies, ensuring a cohesive experience. Healing Shrines now class stats effects, adding a strategic edge while expanding a aspect storage. Expanded aspects. Okay. Clear monster banners and optimize forge layout. Make UI management smoother than ever. Okay. I like Healing Shrines. I thought I already did a Healing Shrines that the cleanse aspects. Maybe they're reiterating that already. But more storage is always nice because I'll kind of find annoying going to hold up. Like, you know, people will say just delete your stuff, but I'm a hoarder. And you play these kind of games, you kind of like hoard gear. You want to hold on to stuff that might be handy someday, or you might lose it sometime in the future. So always expand storage. Always expand storage. Throw it ahead. Hey y'all, not really a Jedi here. I want to drop in and give you a quick update on our promised roadmap. This one is 100% on me. I'm sorry I haven't posted one. Oh, wait, okay. I know it sounds a bit cliche, but it's been crazy since we released, and our primary focus has been getting things fixed, updated, created, and released for you. I have to walk back my promise here, and I'm really sorry about that. I don't have any ETA and a roadmap for you right now. Oh, we're not getting a roadmap. Oh, okay. What I can tell you is that our prop updates will continue on, how do you say this word, unabated, and we have a lot we're working on. We've rearranged several things in response to how you are playing and what you are saying. Hello, Group Finder, and we continue to be as nimble and responsive as humanly possible for a game like this. Please forgive me for slipping on this front, but I hope that this continued update will reassure you that we are currently working on this, make this game what you want to play. Best Naraj. So, oh, is there anything else here? It's a breakdown of each feature in this game. So, I'm pretty sure we got all this already, but this is another just rundown, I guess. Nothing really new here, I believe. Anywhere, smoking this edition. Okay, well, this is kind of new here. This is for gear, legendary items. Many of them will have a chance to be looted anywhere. Others have more specific criteria. So I guess you kind of lock them if you're doing specific things. If you can find that out, maybe. Or many things drop for like only doing challenges, or things only drop for like beastmen challenge, stuff like that. So in general, legendary items will have a bespoke stat distribution, but the values of each of stats will often be variable. Additional new weapons and gear sets. This stuff right here. 3 new gear sets with stat bonuses, 2 new gear sets with stat bonuses, and 6 new adventure weapons. I've got to get an actual full set yet. Aspect perk updates. 4 new aspect perks that can be found on tier 5 aspects. There are aspects perks that grant a damage reduction while the player has a specific affliction has been consolidated into a single perk. So I guess so you won't be like while you're burning or while you're poisoned, something like that. Several aspects perks that grant a damage bonus to the player's specific affliction has been consolidated into a single perk. Okay, so they're making things less annoying or more useful. Some maps don't have poison, so that if you have that, I don't think you really know when something's going to be there. So I think you're just making it more general use. The other aspect perks that grant damage bonus while the enemy has a specific affliction has been consolidated into a single perk. Okay. Aspect perk that reduces damage taken while riding allies is now a legacy perk and no longer roll on newly acquired aspects. The aspect perk that reduces damage taken while airborne is now a legacy perk and no longer roll on newly acquired aspects. Increase the boon duration for several aspect perks that grant boons, might protection, etc. Okay. Very useful. Balancing and bug fixes. I name updates. Weapons gear aspects will no longer have their name modified by the random attributes that the item rolled. Weapons and gear that will just result in shorter and clearer names. Aspects will instead have the name modified based on a random perk that was assigned to the aspect. Each perk has a unique name. Okay. Item balance. Reduce roll values of the attack and defense substats by 20%. That's kind of a shocker. You want to be more tanky, more defense, but I guess they want to have less by 20%. Not the biggest drop, although it depends, but you don't want people to be like totally unstoppable or totally, super unkillable tank kind of stuff like that. That's why I do all this stuff early now, early access for to get things down the road where you start, people don't like nerfs. So this is all the things that happen behind the scenes. So when it gets to a live game, hopefully there won't be a change like that. Loot and adjustments. Your items with set bonuses will also have a small chance to drop anywhere in the world rather than only adventure and chest. Okay. Your items with set bonuses. That's nice to know. I didn't actually know that. That's how you guys get. Okay. Oh, that's actually nice to know. Weapons that are unique to each adventure now each have a static substat. Okay. Rather than all substats being fully random, this should give different weapons more flavor. And my mic keeps falling. Mike. Weapons are unique to each venture now each have a static substat. Rather than all stats being fully random, just giving different weapons more flavor and allow players to have more agency in targeting weapons or starting specific stats on their weapons, which is actually pretty nice because I like specifically on the I don't know the name of it, but it's like the red sword and shield. Only really red one there. It's like an early game one that had skewer one, and I don't also have skewer on it. But that's like one I really use. So hopefully, you get more attached. You see weapons that you like. You get the recognized weapons you actually will like now, instead of things you don't want, or it's easier to like identify what you got. I'm like, oh, it has this and that. This kind of weapon versus just having anything on it. So. Well, looting a weapon is now a way to be more likely to be a weapon equipable by your current class. Sentinels are more likely to get loot swords. Thank you. That's a W chain right there. I like that a lot. Not saying I don't like getting root for other classes because I always play a class at the current time. But having it more likely to get things that you're currently using is way better than getting things you're currently not using. So that's awesome. That's a great chain right there. I like that a lot. Gear score adjustments. Tweak most recommended gear score values on missions in general. Recommended gear score values have been slightly increased, particularly at higher danger levels, which makes sense. More danger, you need better gear, be better prepared. Some things I feel like aren't accurate. I got to like the Monkey King place, and I was doing well, but I got my ass kicked. Like the damage you're doing, and I have like 170, 180 some defense like that. I'm just like, are you sure that I'm like ready for this? You sure? Someone beat him yet. For combat, this is the big one. So, the update focuses on quality of life improvements across the board. Although it is possible to cancel most attacks into an evade, there was a handful of instances where this was not true across all classes. These stunts have been resolved. Additionally, we find a few opportunities to improve the general feel of combat along the way. So, before I read this, I'll like Sentinel still be able to block more into shield because Sentinel wants to block. Other classes, sure, more dodge for them. I think I like some like Greatsword. I think Greatsword should also get blocked too. But you obviously improve the feel of dodge roll. It's not possible to cancel recovery frames of dodge rolls into attacks. I like that. I like that a lot because sometimes you want to use that base maneuver to get into like composition and actually get you more readily available. Improve the responses and field of ground recovery techniques when knocked down. And the ground feel of ground recovery techniques. You mean like rolling or like what do you mean like ground techniques? I don't know if it's like a wake up attack. I don't think there is, but are like running off the ground. But if it makes you feel better, that's better. Fix an issue to prevent evade cancels if you're holding down the focus skill modifier button. Change the VFX of might, weakness, protection, and vulnerability to alleviate visual loudness when those effects are active. I'll choose an example for this because I'm not sure exactly what it means. I know what protection looks like. It's a blue thing. I know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I've seen like vulnerability, like there's like a shield that's like crushed and like smashed in the middle of it. I don't know like what weaknesses. Maybe there's like the lines on the head. I don't know, but hopefully it does something correct. In the latest class update, we made significant improvements to the Sentinel class. It's been great seeing the positive receptions to changes. Definitely a bit of a teaser of things to come for this update. A lot of the changes focus on quality of life improvements. Although all classes receive various improvements, many of which are too minor to detail. Rockbreaker received the most attention. Most of the changes revolve around attack cancels and powder keg punches. Before I read this, still hoping that Sentinel, after you do a launcher, you can jump instantly instead of having to keep spamming A to do it. I'm still in on that. I want to see it. I want to see it. Dash stab now hits reliably. Allowing jump cancels to occur after. I think that's it right there. I think this is it right here. I think it is. Allowing jump cancels to occur after all launchers attacks. I think this is it right here. I've been talking about this for months. If this is what I think it is, I'm gonna be very happy. Radiant Guard. Performing this focus skill now grants protection for 8 seconds. Oh, that's nice. Power class, I love power class. I love all the classes. But power class, I think, needs some love to it. So let's see what they said. All heavy focus skills now add 5 seconds of burning instead of 2. Okay. Mountain Splitter is now possible to flip direction during the split frames of Mountain Splitter. That's nice. So some mofos are fast. It's not possible to jump cancel the whole light launcher and the fog. Okay, I like this. So now, I think all classes kind of needed this jump cancel because some things like, especially with this, it's slow, so you might miss it. You might miss the glitch, the blow up. But it's nice. I like this. Increase distance of the second hit in the heavy light combo chain. Okay. Improve responses by canceling attacks when using the class mechanic button to reduce recovery frames. Oh, improve the response of canceling attacks when using the class mechanic button. I'm not sure if this is both of them, but it's nice to know. For Rock Breaker, for Narcotic Peg Punch, I think this is a charge up punch. I feel like one thing I couldn't stand about Power Kick Punch, maybe it charges up too slow sometimes, but mostly it's just like if I'm using it and I'm holding it, I don't want to let go of it and then to do a punch again. Like if I'm holding it, I want to just let it go when it's fully charged. So increase the default charge speed of Powder Keg Punch by about 20%. And it's worth knowing that you can increase the charge times by using aspects that affect the class mechanic meter. Did not know that. It's good to know. Increase duration of a hell level 3 charge to 10 seconds was 5. Increase duration of a hell level 3. It's all called. It holds that charge longer. Fixtures that prevent players from evading, canceling their power kick punch. Improve the juggleability of all levels of power kick punch. Unlock some new combo opportunities. It is now possible to combo enemies after laying a full charge. Oh, I like that because Rockbreaker is like the combo class. The fact, okay, I like this. It's now possible to cancel recurring frames of dodge roll within a power kick punch. It has some damn. You get a lot of love here for Rockbreaker. Skyro swing and small vertex now juggles enemies after the initial final hit. And then after the final hit, allowing for extended combo opportunities, dual clips, and relentless barrage. It's not possible to flip directions during the respective frames of these focus skills. Spinning back fist now juggles enemies for extended opportunities. To perform this attack, evade, cancel any attack, and then press the light button. Now, I don't know, because I know every class has like an evade kind of like hit. I know something has like an evade launcher. I don't know if it's things are doing consistently, but that's something I think you should look at. I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong or maybe they changed it now. But I love because you do a dodge, you do like just a nice swing up bump, but sometimes that doesn't do that. So, or maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm projecting. Well, I feel like it doesn't do it reliably. So if we're getting this reliably now, that's good. So I believe this is what you do. You do the spinning around attack, and I couldn't get things to do that consistently sometimes. It's not possible to move the ace during the double axe attack. Perform this attack, evade, cancel any attack, and then press the heavy button. This is like there was a drop kick. They performed a light heavy combo chain finisher. Fix an issue that caused an additional evade to occur if you press that evade too quickly while dodge rolling. I have issue with that a lot. Fix an issue to prevent a drop kick from being canceled properly during recovery frames. Drop kick is the best. So this is not drop kick then. I forgot. How did I do drop kicking? Was it a running? Always running. I'll figure out later. Shadow Striker. Sunrise Shrapnel. Adjusted the Sunrise Shrapnel hitboxes so that it better reflects the visuals of the attack. This should make the attack more consistent, or attack hit more consistently. Lightning Step. It is now possible to move around a bit during Lightning Step. This should help alleviate our frustration with dealing with enemies that were just out of reach. Shooting Stars. It is not possible to flip directions during Shooting Stars before the last hit. Shooting Stars now poison enemies. Good. Because I feel like Shadow Striker should be like the poison class, you know, because how assassin things work, stuff like that. Or like, bleed and, that's just something. Smoke Veil. Ice is now guaranteed to perform a critical hit with stealth active. This is previously only a 20% chance. And I talked about this in the last video. I like that. That's a good change. Because nothing should be, a chance from an ability. It should be like a guaranteed thing, Umber. This news too. Umber to the family. We went up all this already, so I'm gonna do this already. But so the next section here is updates to existing Umbers. McCracken. Thus the start frames of a tall Oasis so that it feels stampier and more in line with the other Umber's abilities. Activating a tall Oasis now pushes away small enemies that are nearby. Goji. Activating Harmony Drought now pushes away smaller enemies that are nearby. General Umber improvements. Almost charges are now consumed when the ability becomes active. This should prevent scenarios where getting interrupted before a cast is complete will cause you to lose your charge unexpectedly. This is another amazing change. The amount of times where I want to do my thing and I get hit, I'm like, oh, charge gone. I think it's like one of my top changes right now is like the Sentinel jumping, this change, and the Goo Fighter. Yeah, I forgot another one. But enemies, continue with the trade of quality of life improvements. Enemies receive the same treatment as you see. The update most focused on smoothing out some rough edges. In general, fix an issue that caused many enemies to evade more frequently than desired. It's them rat bastards. Them rat bastards will always be dodging my attacks all the time. It's like, bro, like the amount of times I would just be on my merry way, skipping along, bodying people, and then out of nowhere I see a rat motherfucker. And it's just not really like the common brown ones, but like the blue ones. Always particularly an issue. I'm like, can you stop? I want to play. So that is this is a great one right here. I love this one. Fixed issue that caused enemy evades that have longer vulnerability windows than other desires, which is another great change. It needed some frustration moments where it's possible for multiple enemies to juggle an airborne ace. That shit sucks. Like, I guess it's a hard game sometimes, but like when you get juggled, that's pretty much death right there. There's work to be done, but it's not likely to get juggled repeatedly. Getting juggled, especially in a boss fight, is death. You are done at that point. If you're not dead, you're like pretty close to it, or like you lost a lot of health from that. Fixing the issue that allow many enemies to cancel their break on when hitting. Especially at start shows, this allow you to continue beating on enemies without interruption after a break. That's good to home, because sometimes I think like the bull dudes, the big gray bull dudes, get on combo, or like the porcupines, and I think like the tail dudes also had a problem. It's like in combo, woof, blow up, you getting hit. Like, okay, great. So you had to limit your combos. You have to kind of guess when they're gonna do their thing if you didn't kill them in time. Madpole, Bouncer, Trouncer. These things that cause the ace to go pushed unexpectedly during the enemy's flip kick attack. The stats for all the three Madpoles are now identical. I think it's like the human enemies, I believe. And those dudes, the kicks, I hate you. Personally, I hate you. I'm gonna track you all down. I'm gonna beat your asses. I hate them. A lot. The Seamstress makes the issue that cause debug visuals appear when the break by even hits the ace. Gobo Imptail, Paletown Imptail, just a dead videos to be more in line with other attacks, as this was way too high for certain attacks. This is normalized now. Thank you. I was just talking about these guys. Pangor, it's not possible to properly interrupt the charge attack with a parry like this. Because parrying, I feel, is it's really risky, of course, but then it often doesn't pay off. So this attack, so that hitting airborne aces provides a less frustrating experience. I love that. Stonecutter, adjust the spin and death attack so that it's more reflective to attack visuals. Ixel, ground stab attack no longer tracks airborne aces. Now, this whole thing with the dodging also reminds you of the Wukong boss I'm stuck at, because he dodges a lot too. So, this is art and UI. There's a lot of stuff here, but if you want to read it for yourself, free to. But that is the end of the notes here. Descriptions will be in the links for all this will be in the description. Make sure to leave some comments. Let me know what y'all think about the patch notes. Anyone's gonna start from my stuttering. I'm still like trash at reading for some reason. I don't know why. But at some week or at some point during maybe the next week or 2 weeks, I'm gonna try out most of these changes, see how the thing kind of measures up, and I think you're going in a really good direction. All this kind of stuff. Nothing's too hard. Things are kind of going in a steady pace and stuff like that. And I don't know if I want to post my thoughts on it or not, because I don't really do. If I'm on the channel for a little bit, I don't really like. I always say I'm gonna do a review where I post my thoughts about it. I'm not really good at that. So I'm gonna kind of try and be good at that and like compile things together, write a script, still thinking about kind of stuff like that. But most part, that's like behind the scene things. So, oh yeah, I forgot this. The combat HUD now has a circle health bar for each player in your party. I was talking about this with the devs, or like I wasn't really talking about, but I kind of suggested this is like you have your health bar, you have your bars up top, your health bars on the bottom. So like it'd be nice because it's a classic thing and beat them up. So look at the top thing and see everybody's health or like their stuff that you got ready. So it'd be nice just to have that extra information there in case I want to look down, or if I'm not looking, just paying attention to that. Just something. So maybe if I disable like health bars below to have less screen clutter, which one thing you should be able to do is do that, and also be able to switch screens with your game. So I want that, but it's not good that they had that. But for this patch, this is really good, really nice changes, really solid stuff, and I can't wait to try this at some point during the week. Hopefully, maybe Saturday, maybe, who knows. But anyway, in this video, take it easy.